If you've ever grown cucumbers or tomatoes, you know how finicky they can be once midsummer heat sets in. Around August, many plants start to slow down, yields taper off, and honestly, diseases sneak their way into the leaves and soil. But what if I told you there's a simple, inexpensive kitchen ingredient, something you probably already have sitting in your pantry, that can breathe new life into those tired plants and keep them producing strong until the season ends? That ingredient is plain old vinegar, and when used correctly, it becomes a secret weapon that can turn your garden around at the exact moment most gardeners are struggling. Now, before you start pouring it straight onto your plants, let's clear up a common misconception. Vinegar is acidic, and in its raw, undiluted form, it can actually kill plants. That's why it's often used as a natural weed killer. But when it's diluted and applied thoughtfully, vinegar can be one of the most powerful late-season garden hacks, especially for cucumbers and tomatoes. It's not a miracle potion, but it does something critical. It helps reset the balance of your soil and keeps diseases from spreading, which means healthier roots and more energy for flowering and fruiting. So, how exactly does vinegar help? Well, first, it's a natural soil conditioner. As gardens age through the summer, the soil can become compacted and overly alkaline, especially if you're watering with tap water that contains lime or minerals. Cucumbers and tomatoes both prefer slightly acidic soil, and when the pH drifts too high, they stop absorbing essential nutrients like iron, magnesium, and phosphorus. That's why you'll often see yellowing leaves or blossom drop in August. It's not that the plant has given up, it's that the soil conditions are choking off its ability to feed itself. By applying a diluted vinegar solution, you gently lower the soil pH back into that sweet spot, unlocking nutrients that were previously locked away. Suddenly, your plants are able to take in what they need, and you'll notice greener leaves, sturdier vines, and more vigorous flowering almost immediately. The second way vinegar works is by discouraging soil-borne pathogens and pests that thrive in late summer gardens. Fungal diseases like powdery mildew and blight love August weather, warm, humid, and, well, pretty stagnant. A vinegar spray can act like a natural deterrent. The acetic acid creates a hostile environment for fungi on the leaf surface while being safe for the plant when properly diluted. Healthy leaves are like solar panels for your plants. The longer they stay green and uninfected, the more sugars they produce, and the more energy gets directed into ripening fruits. So how do you actually use this vinegar hack? Well, the key is dilution. A safe, effective mixture is about 1 tablespoon of white vinegar to 1 gallon of water. You can water this directly into the soil around the base of your cucumbers and tomatoes, about once every 2 weeks in August. Think of it like a gentle tonic that helps wake the soil back up. For a foliar spray to fight mildew or leaf spot, just mix 1 teaspoon of vinegar into a quart of water and lightly mist the leaves in the early morning or evening, avoiding the hottest part of the day to prevent sunburn. Another bonus of the vinegar trick is how it affects flavor. Gardeners have noticed that when soil nutrients are properly balanced, tomatoes taste richer and cucumbers are crisper. It's not the vinegar itself changing the flavor, it's the plant finally being able to access calcium, potassium, and trace minerals again. Those minerals are what drive the complex sugars and acids that give homegrown produce that unbeatable taste. So you're not only extending your harvest, you're making it more delicious too. Of course, like any garden method, moderation is key. You don't want to overdo it with vinegar, as too much acidity can tip the balance in the other direction. Always dilute well and always observe your plants. What's beautiful about this hack is its simplicity. It's easy, it's affordable, and it's a reminder that some of the most effective gardening solutions are already in your kitchen. So, the next time your cucumbers start looking a bit weary in August, or your tomatoes seem to be slowing down, don't reach for those expensive store-bought boosters. Instead, just grab that bottle of vinegar, Mix up a safe solution and give your plants a little late-season revival. You might be surprised at how quickly they bounce back and how long they'll keep feeding you juicy tomatoes and crisp cucumbers right up to the first frost. If you found this tip valuable, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share this video with your gardening friends. Together, we'll keep uncovering these simple, timeless tricks that transform our gardens into abundant, resilient spaces.